Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is An Nissak Khanifah. I'm from D class. I will explain about phonological rules, assimilation, and intrusion. Phonological rules are part of communication through language, whether spoken or written. And knowing what they are and why they exist can help us better understand our world. Phonological rules describe how phonemes are realized as their allophones in a given environment. Environment in phonology typically refers to neighboring phonemes. John Goldsmith said, define phonological rules as mapping between two different levels of sound representation. In this case, the abstract or underlying level and the surface level. Bruce Hayes describes them as generalizations about the different ways a sound can be pronounced in different environments. So, phonological rules describe how a speaker goes from the abstract representation stored in their brain to the actual sound they articulate when they speak. In general, phonological rules start with the underlying representation of a sound, the phoneme that is stored in the speaker's mind, and yield the final surface form or what the speaker actually pronounces. The second is assimilations. Assimilation is the process of the articulation of one sound influenced by the articulation of neighboring sound in that a speech organ either prolongs a distinctive feature of preceding sound or anticipates a distinctive feature of a following sound. Assimilation goes much further and is much more common in rapid speech, in informal situations, and in working class accents than in slow speech, formal situations, and upper class accents. The next is various types of assimilation. Assimilation can be described in terms of four categorizations based on the distance between the two sounds involved, the direction of the influence exerted, the particular distinctive feature affected, and the degree to which one sound assimilates to another. The first categorization distinguishes assimilation between two consecutive sounds, called contiguous assimilation or contact assimilation, from assimilation between two sounds further apart known as non-contiguous assimilation or distance assimilation. The second categorization distinguishes between assimilation brought about by the influence of a preceding sound, called progressive assimilation or perseverative assimilation. Assimilation brought about by the influence of a following sound, known as regressive assimilation or anticipatory assimilation, and assimilation brought about by the influence of two sounds upon each other, termed coalescence assimilation or reciprocal assimilation or mutual assimilation. The third categorization distinguishes between assimilation regarding the intensity of articulation and short assimilation of intensity, assimilation regarding the manner of articulation. The fourth is categorization is distinguished between a partial assimilation where the two sounds involved remain distinguishable through at least one of the distinctive features, and total assimilation where the two sounds involved become wholly identical. The last is intrusion. Intrusion is a process where a sound that is not represented in the spelling and has no historical justification is added to a word or sequence in spoken language. The example is like media, even visa application and drawing. Intrusive sounds are usually recorded only in a phonetic transcription. Proper only the intrusive R is also recorded in a broad phonetic transcription. Therefore, of all these intrusive sounds described in this section, only the intrusive R is relevant to the transcription course integrated with this manner. That's all from me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.